Yes, I don't for my money now. Kwaba, over platform we so host na jay, and I want to me a born in punim boom. I don't for. I didn't see. Independence Day. I did is a CCI 6th of March. No, and also no Ed will be a copy a samando. I was just say Independence grounds. Now yet to a tema to because so, and I'm so I'm a mind being so. I question the crime. I saw a video by Jebre. No, I share video in answer. I'm going to say yes. I say what the sounds from
fire at Independence Day celebrations event leave a man dead in Nanton. A man has allegedly been shot dead in Nanton during the 69th Independence Day celebration of Ghana. A young man has reportedly been shot dead during Ghana's 69th Independence Day celebration in Nanton in the northern region. The suspect, identified as Chief of Shøt, allegedly fled the scene as the resident demand answers. So it has been alleged that a middle-aged man, a young man, has been shot dead during the Independence Day celebration in Nanton when they gathered to celebrate Ghana at 69. And then this incident happened, a tragic one of that matter. The tragic incident occurred at Ghana at 69 Independence Day celebration in the northern region after a young man was reportedly shot and killed during festivities in Nanton. According to a report from Tamale News Agency, the victim was allegedly shot by the Chief of Shøt, Muhammad, popularly known as Water, during the Independence Day event held in the community on March 6, 2026. Eyewitnesses say the shooting occurred at the celebration ground where residents, students, and dignitaries had gathered to commemorate the national anniversary. The incident was reportedly witnessed by several people, including state security personnel who had been deployed to the venue for the event. Residents who spoke after the incident claimed that no immediate intervention or arrest was made at the scene, despite the presence of the security officers. Sources in the area say the Shøt chief and members of the entourage left the scene shortly after the shooting and are believed to have headed towards Tamale, the northern regional. So, a young man shot dead at the celebration of Ghana at 69 in Nanton. And as I'm talking to you, this is just an allegation. It has not been confirmed. Either it is true that this man was shot dead or not until it is confirmed.
Yes, out of all. Yeah, 270 minutes for the signs, so no, and for Emma.
In the CCTV footage, you could see that Austin went behind the house. Like Austin was just walking around the house. He went behind the house, and behind the house, there was this particular pregnant woman who had washed and was spreading the wash clothes on a dry line. Now, in the CCTV footage, it could be seen that when Austin went behind the house and saw this particular pregnant woman doing her work, Austin approached this particular pregnant woman, and you could see that the pregnant woman jerked backward, like she moved backward to avoid the touch of Austin. Now, it is said that Austin called the pregnant woman baby. Austin said, "Hi, baby." That is what he says. So the pregnant woman claimed that the fact that she doesn't know Austin, and the fact that Austin doesn't live in the house, and the fact that she is pregnant, it puts her in a very vulnerable situation with Austin. And the way Austin was, too friendly, like, too touchy, it doesn't go well. So the pregnant woman decided to call the security man, whose name is Vincent. So she called Vincent and then told Vincent about Austin. And also, she left, entered her room, took her phone, and then called her husband. The pregnant woman called her husband to inform the husband that there is a man in their house who is harassing her. That is what she told the husband, that a man in their house is harassing her. The husband then decided to call the police to go to their home and see what is happening. Somebody is harassing his pregnant wife. We don't know precisely how she narrated the story to Vincent, the security man. Vincent became physically and evidently angry at Austin. Vincent at that point immediately went into his security room and came out with a machete, a cutlass, and then first of all slapped the cutlass at Austin.
Right here, and Us was standing right next to me. And the security man was just right here with the cutlass standing right here, and he was shouting at us. And I was just telling Us, I said, "Go step," because I don't want them to fight. So I was telling him, I said, "Go step, go step." And he was like, "No, why should I go a step?" Like that. I didn't do anything. I said, "No, go a step." And the man was talking
No, it's you. If you see a bravo, you.
in Twi and in English at the same time. So when I turned my back trying to push him to go, the man then pushed me aside and then grabbed us and brought him down and hit him. Get out. You come in somebody compound, you come there harass their wife, I'll beat you, and start saying a lot of things. Another guy was passing, he was painting. So he had paint all over everybody. The guy held him very tight, like that. So, oh, leave him, why are you beating on him? And he tried to explain to the guy in true. So the lady that said she was assaulted, she also came. And I was trying to ask her, I'm like, what happened? And she was explaining. So I was telling her sorry. I said, sorry, let it be, like that. And us was just standing right next to the place like this. And the guy moved his hands from the person that was holding him and rushed to us again and pushed him. Start to hate him, get out, leave the compound, leave the compound.
So when Vincent started slapping Austin with a cutlass and trying to, get into a physical with Austin, one particular individual who was painting the house, working at the house, came and then held Vincent and then asked Vincent to stop what he's doing. At that point, Vincent was just sacking Austin out of the compound. So Austin clearly left the compound. In the narration, everybody who was present, all the eyewitnesses are saying that Austin was just friendly throughout it. He was quiet, he was cool, he did not confront. This is because sister of Austin, who also lives in Accra, had told his junior brother Austin to be very careful in the country because they are foreigners in Ghana. So he should never get into a confrontation, a fight with especially a citizen.
Say a fight? My brother would never fight anyone. Because I personally advised him, we are foreigners in this country, do not fight anybody. He knows that. I asked the girl, how? Why? And she said they got into a fight and Austin is unconscious, he's not talking.
So I guess that's the reason why Austin was cool throughout the confrontation. Austin decided to leave the house. So Austin left and was standing in the compound. The lady who went with Austin came down and was trying to make some inquiries as to whatever that is going on. The lady came out and said that Austin was harassing her. They were asking the lady, how was Austin harassing you? How was Austin harassing you? Was it sexual harassment or what? Guess what? The lady, the pregnant woman, simply said that, oh no, it wasn't any sexual harassment. The way Austin was approaching her and then talking to her, and she's pregnant and she doesn't know Austin, it made her very vulnerable and she wasn't comfortable with it. She was afraid for her safety and all that. That was it. Now, Austin was now outside. Vincent was, I think Vincent had some problem with Austin or something. Vincent went outside the house, started confronting Austin again with the cutlass. At that point, Vincent decided to start shouting, thief, ewi, ewi.
And us was trying to come back to talk to her. I said, no, don't come inside. You just stay outside. In fact, go away. Don't come back here. And he listened to me. So he was walking away. He wasn't to the front of the gate. He walked in front. All of a sudden, the lady husband didn't call. She gave the phone to the security man. I don't know what they say in Twi. And the man filled up with speed. He was chasing us with the cutlass. So before I could leave from here to go there, I didn't know which direction they went to. So there was a girl upstairs that told me still they were fighting him up there. They were like four because he was shouting, I don't know, ebere or what. Something like thief. So that was how they jumped on him.